Hello everyone, I'm doing a live video because today I have to upload 2 videos, otherwise I cannot catch up with the schedule for this Advent calendar video series. And in this video I want to talk about the difference between remembering and memory. In spiritual traditions, there's core concept called the remembering of the self. To remember the self, it's not about memories and remembering the memories that happened, but is to remember who we are, who you are as essences. If you take a deep look at the word remember, has the word member, so member, to put together, to member, to join, and again, remember. Remembering of the self is done like that. You, as usual, tap into yourself, dive deep within. You leave outside the world and you gather yourself within. Living out the emotional part, the personality, everything that annoys you, because everything that hurts you and annoys you in subtle anatomy is like a quill. We have many quills that they hurt ourselves, but at the same time they hurt also other people and those who are around us. This is why it's vital to create an environment of well-being around us. And this is not egotism, this is self-love. And the pity, my dog, is that no one is taught self-love anymore, or now things are improving, and this is something that is being rethought recently, but for many decades, centuries, this is something that has been disregarded. The self-love in the name of abnegation and martyrdom, but it's not really healthy at all, and it's not Christic at all. It does not go along with any esoteric tradition. And esoteric traditions are the deep part and the more true part of every religion. So how to remember? We said that you leave out everything that does not belong to you. You keep diving in deeply in yourself. After the emotional part, you go through the psychical world. You step forward, and then you go past the environment that's surrounding you. You go past the sounds and the noises that can be around, and you just dwell deep. What does remain? What does remain? And you connect with that part that you feel and you recognize being immortal and eternal. This part is directly connected with the source of everything, of the absolute infinite beingness. And the absolute infinite beingness has some qualities that are compassion, love, and acceptance. That is not distorted in the unhumane way that humans creature did. So acceptance is not submission, is to be able to acknowledge how things are and to have compassion of the place right now, to be aware, to be conscious of the pace they go by, they have to evolve. And when you see someone, this is the best gift you can do to anyone, whether their condition be. You just see themselves as souls having their journey. when you connect with that source, that is the source from where we emanate, that is perfect in its becoming, because nothing is ever still. There's always a movement, even though there's something kind of still, but all around is there's a movement. They go together, the two principles, always. There's order. Order not meant as a command, but as harmony. And there's full love. You recognize those qualities, and then given that you are part of that, because we are emanation of this, you let those peculiarities emanate from yourself, even through your physical body, because we're not separated. And it's really something we need to learn to do. Humanity needs to learn to do that, to install the divine through the humankind, through the human experience, through the body. This is one step. The other step is that we are individuals. We are unique emanations of the absolute infinite beingness. This means that we have a very specific and unique note. You can, when you do this work, maybe one day I can do a live meditation if I have enough requests, but maybe I will do it anyway. We will see. No, I think it's needed to have some requests, but otherwise we will make something in this regard. When you feel yourself in this way, in the process I've just explained, you can let the body through your throat center to make the sound that correspond to your note. It doesn't have to be of a particular tone. You don't have to think about the note. You just have to let it arise. And then you emanate. You can do it with the omming, like not with this tone, but with the tone that you will have. It can be very cute, it can be very low, doesn't mean. And this helps you to put yourself in contact with the very specific note that you yourself are. And this helps you to remember of the self that you are. Remember of yourself. And this eventually will support your manifestation in the world in the less distorted way we can do. But even if sometimes we do some errors, they're not really mistakes, but they let space for our evolution as they make us understand where we are not going, that we would like to go, what's not serving us. Everybody that shows us who we do not want to be, what we do not want to have in our life, what we do not want to do, it's really something precious. They show us what we do not want, and from understanding what we do not want, we understand what we do want. And this exercise that I've just told you, it's something that has to be done and redone, because society has programmed us in a very rhythmic way. They use rhythm, they use repetition. Just think about the things that you've been told by your parents every day since your first childhood. They install into your cells, because we have two kinds of memories. One memory is the cellular memories, and that has our upbringing, our life events, and also the DNA that is connected with the family tree. So it's something also transgenerational that we bring inside our body. And then we have the soul memory, that are all the things that we, us as spirit, soul, ego cells, had experienced in past lives. I say past lives, but they're still present. The memory are stored in a very cautious way, because many things that we have been through and that we have experienced have been really tough and cruel also sometimes, much. It's part of the path, but it's really harsh and not really functional sometimes to uh, look at them again, even though we have them as a computer has some files, some data. So this is the soul memory. We can, though, bring back the good memories, can support our structure and our evolution. And then we have the remembrance. That is the other thing. It's remembering the self before everything else, the self before everything else that happened, before events, just the essence. But what did it say about the rhythmic thing is that we have these memories installed in ourselves, but we can reprogram ourselves with repetitions of what we want to substitute. When we take out something, we always need to put something inside to substitute, otherwise we would feel unbalanced. Mantras are a way of reprogramming the cells. Is the automatic power of the cells, one of the yogis said. So everything that you find useful in yourself, tell it to yourself over and over again. And just now it comes to my mind that a very useful exercise, it's really amazing and so strong, is to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. And then you say your name. And then you do it, and you do it again, feeling what's happening inside. Try it out and let me know if you want what happens. Are you able to say to yourself that you love yourself? What would that imply? How would you live your life differently if you really cared about the creature that you are? It's interesting, isn't it? So today I finish here. Thank you to have stayed with me. This, as always, is Migdal, the path of the self. But I remember it's a very thrilling path indeed, even though sometimes we experience pains, but we are really called to experience joys. I'm 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 aware, I'm conscious of that. I know that very strongly. I can feel it. Have a good day, a good night, a good afternoon, wherever you are in time space right now. And see you very soon, hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, the day after, but hopefully tomorrow. Leave a comment below if you want and if you feel called to. Share this video if you feel it would be useful for someone. You can like it with the button like. And stay blessed. Goodbye. Bye-bye.